Okay, so this assignment has to do with balance composition, and you're going to do that through three different ways: symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, and radial balance. One thing that you want to keep in mind is that you are creating a definite focal point. So make sure the focal point is evident, and then you're going to create your designs based on that criteria. So symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial balance. So we'll go to create a design. It doesn't really matter to me which one you do. Again, I'm going to just choose Instagram post. Works really well. First thing that I'm going to start out with on this one is just a simple background. Maybe not, I don't want that texture in there. I think I just want to have a simple color. So we'll do that. Then I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to look for simple shapes. I think for this one, I'll just use triangle, because triangle is it's pretty straightforward. So now if I want to create radial balance, what I'm going to do is think about how I can maybe make lines come out from the center. And so one way that I can do that is by just duplicating the shape. So you can either go right click, copy, right click, paste. Okay, and then you can keep doing that. Another thing that you can do on my Mac, if I press Option while clicking, I can just simply duplicate those shapes. So on yours, it's probably either Alt or Command. So if you have a Chromebook or a PC, just press and hold Alt while clicking and dragging, and it's going to instantly duplicate that shape. So I've got those three together. I can group them. And this is where you want to be thinking about how you can work smarter, not harder. So if you are able to group things together, that's probably the best way to duplicate. So if I now duplicate all three of these, then I'm able to do more at once. So what I'm going to do is to rotate now, and what I'd like to do is see how can we get this. Let's go. I'm trying to think. I'm not really a math guy here, but I am trying to think about how I can make that radiate from the center. Let's just do this. I'm going to put that there, move that there, move that there. Okay, then if I want to do that again, I can do that, I can do that, and I can do that. Okay, so now if I group those together, maybe shrink them down a little bit, you can see that there's sort of a radial design coming out from the center, right? They're just slowly going up into space from the center. Now, if I did this over and over and over, I could just have lines, continue to come up. So I could go up to like right here, and do the same thing over here. And same thing over here. All right. And that's going to be, I have three lines coming up from the center. So why don't we try now to do different colors and fill in, make it just a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to do this for each one of those now. On this, I want to have a different group of three now to change. So the pattern can still be there, but it's going to now, oops, wrong one. So the pattern will be there, but the colors are going to give it just a little bit more visual interest because there is that change, right? So I'll just keep repeating this. And you can see that it's radiating from the center, even though it's pretty strong repetition over and over and over. You get the idea of that repetition coming out from the center. So this is just one way to create a radial design using triangles. And then, of course, if I select everything and group, ungroup, and then group, now everything's all together grouped. So I can continue this process if I want, just to add, a bunch of different colors and such to make it more interesting. But honestly, this is good enough for radial design. Okay, and in fact, I think what I might do on this is just copy and paste. Oops, not that one. Let's see if I can just select one of those. Should be able to, but it looks like I'm not able to, so we'll just do this. Click this, bring that over. And I might just put one triangle. It's a little bit bigger on each of the corners, and I might make that. And I don't know if I like that. I'm just gonna do white. Oh, that's pretty bold, but that also makes it a little bit more interesting. And then I'm going to just put one smack dab in the center because I do need a visual point of interest, right? So I need to have a focal point. And I don't know why I'm not able to group those, so maybe we have to ungroup and then regroup. There we go. Okay, now and I think even to make it just a little bit more interesting, I'm going to put one more item smack in the center. Of everything, and just change that color. There we go. All right, so there's my design. All of the implied lines are going straight into the center, and so your eye is brought into that one triangle that appears to be just a little bit different because it looks more like a line going around the outside of it. So I could maybe zoom in just a little bit more. Just drag that around. Okay, that's in the center. This is not fully in the center. If that was in the center, it would be right here. So evidently we're not totally perfect on it, but that's all right. We're going to roll with it. We're going to call it good enough. There you go.